Yo, what's up guys? SavageBoy23 back with another video. Today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my NBA prediction and my NBA recap. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you, and comment down below what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, now we got some great games today. I want to talk about some stuff here and there, and then we're going to move on. If you guys can, please follow and please sub to the channel and follow on TikTok. So yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and begin. I want to talk about the games from yesterday, and then we're going to move on for today. We do got some great games today, but the first game I want to talk about is the Pacers Thunder game. You see what I was talking about? The Pacers are so bad that they were happy that they beat a terrible Wizards team by 53 points. And the Thunder with Shea comes out and wins this game. To be honest, I think Andrew Wiggins and CJ McCollum was the last shout out I gave out. That's my last shout out of the season for them, for anybody, because I thought Shea was the only person that I can count on to drop 40 points, somewhere around in the 40s. Because not a lot of players are doing it, because literally we're winding down to the end of the season. But at the end of the day, you see what I mean? The Thunder handled business. The Pacers suck. I can't wait for them to get bounced out in the first round. Tyrese Whack, Nembhard, Pascal Siakam. Those players are not scary. No. Who thought the Pacers were scary? Just because they played against the Knicks? Just because they're arch rivals with the Knicks in the playoffs doesn't mean that they're the scariest team in the East. I'm happy the Thunder embarrassed the Indiana Pacers. So, hey, thank you, Shea. Thank you, Williamson. Unfortunately, Hartenstein got hurt, did not return into the game. I did tune into that game. That game was great. That game was fun. Thank you, Shea. I just wish you could put up 40 points. I would have given you a shout out. You put up 33 points. You put 33 up, so hey, still something, but 40 would have been better. But yeah, congratulations to the Thunder with Shea on it. They played amazing. They played amazing basketball. Now, I know what people are going to tell me next. Or not tell me next. This is just me saying it. You know who Shea reminds me of in the NBA? What was in the NBA? Kobe Bryant. Shea reminds me of Kobe Bryant. Literally, the playing skills, the footwork, the handle, like a lot of Kobe Bryant. To be honest with you, not a lot of people are talking about Shea unless he's about MVP. But I think we have the face of the league, and it's Shea. It has to be between Shea, Ja, Victor, Ant-Man, like those players, you know, Jalen Green. Any of those players that comes to your mind, they have to be the face of the league, because a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, who's the face of the league when these players retire?" Oh, we found a replacement, so don't have to talk about it too much. But yeah, other than that, great game from Shea and the Thunder. They played amazing. They played their heart out. Tyrese Whack and the Pacers. I can't wait until you get bounced out in the first round in the playoffs. Let's talk about the next game. The Chicago Bulls Dallas Mavericks game. Anthony Davis went back to Chicago, where he's from. I'm not gonna lie, that game was neck and neck. But in that fourth quarter, it looked like we were going to have a rematch, or not a rematch, a flashback of the Lakers Chicago Bulls. At one point, it was a 2-point game, and then it went down from 2 to I think around 7. But other than that, that was a great game. Anthony Davis balled out as usual. Am I disappointed? No, because all in all, the Chicago Bulls played amazing. They played their heart out in this game. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a basketball player and if I was in one of those teams, I would be scared of the Chicago Bulls in the Eastern Conference because they are a pesky team. They don't fight until the fourth quarter is done. That's crazy. They played amazing yesterday against the Mavs. That game was neck and neck. I tuned in from the first to the fourth. Yeah. That's just incredible. I would say usually I did pretty good yesterday into I think like 2 to 3 losses yesterday, but all in all everything was good. That Orlando game, come on. That game wasn't good. Sorry, not Orlando. I meant to say the Grizzlies Lakers game. Ja Morant, you made your return back to the Lakers. Bro, I think I know the reason why you guys fired your head coach. Not a lot of Grizzlies fans are talking about it, but I know a lot about the inside news about the NBA. What's going on with Ja Morant? What's going on with the Grizzlies? What's going around in the league? Not a lot of people are talking about it, but I think I know where Ja Morant's going. Ja Morant's not going to be a Grizzly next season. And a lot of people are pointing their finger on it saying, oh, he's going here, he's going there. Nope. I know where he's going. I know for a fact where he's going. Since everybody wants to talk about Ja Morant and the Grizzlies, and everybody wants to talk about the Grizzlies fired their head coach, I think I know where Ja's going. And I don't think it's going to look good for the Grizzlies. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if he does decide to stay somehow in some way. But again, he got to pull his leverage to stay with the Grizzlies. In my NBA, I know for a fact he's going to have to leave regardless, because I know a lot of people are saying that he needs to leave and they want him to leave, which I don't know why or how. Like literally, they're in rebuilding mode. If they get rid of Ja, that's literally what it is, and they're gonna rely on Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., Odama. That's where it's at for the Grizzlies if they get rid of Ja. And not a lot of people are talking about it, and I know where Ja's going. So at the end of the day, we're all gonna have to wait and see. And I'm not gonna reveal my secrets because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a crazy ride when Ja gets traded. Can't wait for him to get traded. So I think it's gonna happen. I want to say yes or no. I can't reveal that yet. But all I'm going to say is be tuned into the off-season trades. And I'll be making a video on it just like I did for football and basketball. So stay tuned into the channel on YouTube or TikTok. So yeah. I wanted to talk about some breaking news and then we're going to move on. I will be making a video about this in a shorter way. Lonzo Ball's out for the remainder of the season. Dang. You know, it hurts watching these players who go out here, play amazing, and then all of a sudden their season's over. It started out with Victor, then Dame Adala, then Lonzo, or LaMelo Ball. Why can't it happen to somebody like Tyrese Whack to end his season? Can we please do that? Because nobody wants to watch him on the court. I don't want to watch him on the court. But anyways, let's move on. So no LaMelo Ball, he's out for the remainder of the season. At this point he should, because the Hornets are tanking. But yeah, we got some great games today. Please guys follow, sub, and follow me on TikTok. I'll be doing basketball content, football content, gaming content, and I will be dropping news before it does get released to the public in the NBA and NFL. Yeah, kind of like a leaker for the NBA. So yeah, other than that, guys, let's go ahead and begin. we do got this great game here. These two did play a few months ago, or a few days ago, not a few days ago, like a few months ago, as I mentioned. Everybody's in, starting from Kawhi Leonard to the last player on the bench. Everybody's in from the Cleveland Cavaliers, from Spider Mitchell all the way down to the end of the bench. You know, there's a time in sports for life where you always have to just go against the team that you don't like. And that time had to come today. I know Flipper fans have been waiting for me to say this, but I just want to point this out to everybody. I'm going with none other than Spider Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers to win this game. You think I'm ever going to go for Kawhi Leonard and the Flippers? Just because I barely talk about the Lakers just because I don't like the Lakers that much doesn't mean that I'll go for Kawhi Leonard and the Flippers. I don't want to go for the Flippers. There's a moment in me where basically if I go for the opponent in LA, I'm going against them. Literally, I'm going against them. That's how I feel. And that's what I am doing, I feel like. So I would never, ever, ever in my NBA life of watching, I would never go for the Flippers. Flipper fans were probably there like, oh, finally he's going to choose my team. These guys never chose my team ever in my time of watching them. I'm never going to choose your team. Ever. Ever. If there was two teams down, if there was two teams in the game, just one, like literally two teams playing today, and they're terrible, would I go for the Portland Trailblazers or the Flippers? Well, first off, both of those teams suck, but I would go for Anthony Simons in Portland. If it came down to Jordan Clarkson and the Jazz between Kawhi Leonard and the Flippers, I'm going with Jordan Clarkson and the Jazz. That is how desperate I am to not go for the Flippers. Ever. No matter if you tell me, oh, if you do this, you get this. No, that's not how it works. No negotiating. I don't want to do that. I'm only going for the team that's against the Flippers, all right? So that's how it is. A lot of people want me to say that. And a lot of people ask me all the time, like, why don't you like the Flippers? Not because of LA rivalry. No. It is because they think they're better than everybody. But in reality, they don't have no banners. They have no trophy. They want to act like they own an LA. Which, to be honest, they have nothing. All they got is a Kawhi Leonard that's always banged up towards the playoffs. That's all they got. And they think Norman Powell's going to bring a championship to LA. That's funny. We can all sit, relax, and watch this team never win a championship. Right? That's what we can all deserve. But yeah. Anyways, go ahead and give me Spider Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers to win this game. As I mentioned, everybody's in. Hopefully this will be a great game. Spider Mitchell. Yes, you are front and center. Do not, let me say this again. Do not embarrass me for this game. I know you've been losing lately, and I don't know if you're trying to play around towards the playoffs. I don't know if you're being serious. But do not go out here and lose. This is going to be a great game. Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Spider Mitchell. Against Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, and the Honey Bun. And Brick Simmons. Well, I can't wait for this game. Go ahead and give me Spider Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers to win this one. I got this game here. You got Anthony Simons, Portland Trailblazers versus Josh Hart and the Knicks. Anthony Simons, questionable. He's in, though. Josh Hart, in. Karl-Anthony Towns, in. Jalen Brunson, out. Says game time decision, but he's out. OG Anunoby, questionable. He's in. Bruce Bride, he is out. Bruce McBride, my bad. He's out, so yeah. Other than that, that's going to be a great game. Or not great game. It's going to be a boring game is what I meant to say. Go ahead and give me Josh Hart and the Knicks to win this one. I do think they'll go in here, play a great game, and then somehow in some way shut it away in the third into the but again, these are very good Portland Trailblazers team at the end of the season. So, yeah, other than that, go ahead and give me Josh Hart and the Knicks to win this one. All right, you got this game here, as I mentioned earlier. Breaking news, LaMelo Ball out for the remainder of the season. So, yeah. Miles Bridges, questionable, but he's in. Not Zach LaVine. Zion Williamson, out. Trey Murphy, out. CJ McCollum, questionable. He's in. Other than that, will this be a great game? Absolutely not. Because first off, you're not watching. You don't have two stars on the floor. You definitely do not have two stars on the floor. Zion Williamson is not playing. That concerns me. Okay. Second of all, LaMelo Ball just got out this past week, literally 2 days ago, and I'll make a video on it. Yeah. So the Hornets are basically done at this point, because at this point they only got Miles Bridges to lean on, and we all know how sometimes he's not clutch. So yeah. So other than that, will this be a great game? Absolutely not. So go ahead and give me none other than go ahead and give me Zion Williamson and the Pelicans to win this one. No Zion Williamson. CJ McCollum is the only player that can try to win this game for them. So yeah. Other than that, go ahead and give me CJ McCollum and CJ McCollum and the Pelicans to win this one. No Zion, no LaMelo Ball, no Trey Murphy. Yeah, it's gonna be a boring game. So yeah. All right, now you got this game here. You got Steph Chef and the Warriors versus none other than De'Aaron Fox and Victor and the Spurs. Will this be a great game? I mean, to be honest, no. The Spurs are missing two bodies on the court. De'Aaron Fox and Victor. I want to say this loud and clear. This will not be a great game. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going with none other than Steph Chef and the Warriors to win this one. Steph Chef, game time decision, but he's in. No Victor, out. No De'Aaron Fox, he's out. CP0 will be playing against his former team. Warriors, Hemi Buckets, game time decision, but he's in. Other than that, will this be a great game? As I mentioned it, no, it won't. Other than that, go ahead and give me Steph Chef and the Warriors. All right, you got this game here. Really quick before we do make this prediction, I want to say loud and clear, Ant-Man, I forgot to mention, shout out to you. I hope you're okay because you got hit in the nose by Kevin Durant in the Phoenix Suns last game. I saw the way you went down. It was scary, but luckily I think you came back in, if I'm correct, and you did a monster dunk. So yeah, other than that, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a fun game. Kate Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons versus Ant-Man and the Timberwolves. I'll tell you who's in, who's out in this one. The Detroit Pistons are playing exciting basketball and amazing basketball. Everybody's in, starting from Kate Cunningham, the end of the player on that team. So yeah, Ant-Man, game time decision, but most likely he's in, is what I read and heard. So yeah, other than that, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a fun game, but you know who I'm going with? Give me Kate Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons to win this game. I do think I'll go on here, play exciting basketball against Ant-Man and the Timberwolves. Other than that, go ahead and give me Kate Cunningham and the Detroit. All right, you got this game here. You need to get this win, the team I'm going for. Not only because I need you to get this win, I want you to get back into the win column. Coming down to the end of the season stretch, some teams need some wins, some teams need to get some losses. And today might be that day for a team that I go for is going to get a loss. Or the team I go for is going to probably get a win. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers. Go ahead and give me none other than Giannis and the Bucks to win this one. Ice Trey's in. DeJounte Murray, or not DeJounte Murray. We'll see what's gonna happen in this one. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a competitive game. But we'll see how they do. Because the Hawks have been recently, they kind of go up and down, so you don't always have to rely on them, and sometimes they just mess up the game for you. But yeah, I'm going with none other than Giannis and the Bucks. Giannis, game time decision. Most likely he is in. Last time I looked, he was in, but he could be a late scratch. So yeah, don't be shocked if he's not in. So yeah, Dame Adala's out. So yeah, fortunately. But other than that, it's gonna be a great game. If Giannis does not play in this game, it's not gonna look good. Because then all you gotta do is you gotta rely on the whole Bucks to win this game. You gotta rely on Kyle Kuzma and the Bucks to win this one, and we all know how Kyle Kuzma is sometimes. So yeah, other than that, go ahead and give me Giannis and the Bucks to win this one. All right, let's go down to this game. You got RJ Barrett, Toronto Raptors versus none other than Joel Embiid, Sixers. To be honest with you, this will not be a great game. This will not be a fun game. RJ Barrett and the Toronto Raptors, game time decision, but they're all in. From the first player to the last player. Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey out. I think you have to wait like 2 more weeks for Tyrese Maxey, if I'm correct. But yeah, other than that, will this be a great game? Absolutely not. It's not going to be a fun game. It's not going to be a great game. So yeah, other than that, go ahead and give me none other than a non-Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey in the Sixers to win this game. So other than that, go ahead and give me Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers to win this one. All right, you got the last game of the night. You literally got the best game of the day. You got Jalen Green Rockets versus Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. No Bradley the Bum Beal, Devin Booker in, Kevin Durant in. Bradley the Bum Beal's out. Jalen Green in, from Jalen Green all the way down to the bench. They're all in. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a competitive game. It's going to be a fun game. Go ahead and give me none other than Jalen Green and the Rockets to win this one. Just go in here, get the job finished, so it can help them in the Western Conference seeding. Other than that, guys, that is my NBA prediction. Please, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below. Please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you, and comment down below who your guys' favorite team is. And please follow me on TikTok or YouTube. Anyways, guys, I'm out.